Hello and welcome back to another Minecolonies video. If I sound a little different to normal, because I've bought a new microphone, which is a Sennheiser headset PC 330. It's supposed to be pretty good, so hopefully the sound quality is a bit better for you guys. So what have we been up to? I've started building the Minecolonies adventure map. So remember the snippet I did recently showing the proof of concept that guards will attack you if if you put the name on config file of their targets, put your player name, they will attack you, and I can't help but sit here and actually shoot them, which is quite fun. But what I've been doing is actually started building some stuff for it. So I've loaded up, or got the builder to build a few of the things that are in the Minecolonies game. So there's a couple of castle gates and watchtowers and things like that, which I have used to start building this. So this is going to be like the central keep, so the final target that you're aiming for will be inside here. Obviously there'll be guards and everything blocking your way. This is just the centre bit. I'm probably going to design the map kind of like an onion. So you got this centre bit and then another layer outside that, and then another layer outside that. So this centre area is going to be pretty tough, and what I'm going to try and do is the outer layer has all the sort of basic supplies you need. So it has some farms and maybe even some of the NPC workers, so you can they'll mine and they'll cut wood and things like that, and you can generally spend that time there gearing up. There'll be the odd guard that passes through the area, just to keep you on your toes, but you can use the outer sort of ring as an area to tool up ready for the next area. So that'll be outside the main castle wall probably, and then there'll be another wall around all of this, and in that will be some more stuff. There'll be a lot more guards around, so you'll need to get a pretty decent set of equipment to get in here. And in this layer you'll find things like the blacksmith with the anvil and the enchanter, so you can enchant your weapons and your armour and stuff like that, and gear up a bit further, ready for the final challenge, which will be assaulting the main keep here. Inside the main hall of this, and I'm not going to show you, I'm going to leave it as a bit of a spoiler, but you can see the outside. Inside the main hall of this there is a chest with a nether star in. That's the target. You've got to get in, get the nether star, steal it and get back out. I'm going to try and design the map so there is a more direct combat orientated approach to getting it, and also maybe a bit of a more stealthy approach for people who like that sort of thing. So you'll have to sort of time your pathing of time the pathing of the guards, and try and sort of find a way through and in that takes you bypasses some of the guards, not all of them obviously. So I'll try and do that. And there'll be a few secrets and surprises along the way, as you'd expect from an adventure map. So yeah, it won't be on a flatlands. I'll edit all this into a main map, and you might see me do some of that in some later episodes of the building of this. So yeah, that's where I've got to at the moment, the main keep and walls. I hope you noticed the gate and the walls and the towers here are all things you can build in Minecraft yourself. The walls here are just the wall section here, which is Castle 5 or City 5 wall, I can't remember which, and it comes in a 4-block segment like this. So when you specify the length on the build order, if you put 20 for example on the third line of the build sign, it'll build that same thing over and over till it's 20 blocks long, which is what I've done here. So you need to manually sort of join them up nicely at the edges, but it means you get some quite cool sort of things. So this is the main gate, and you come down here and you got the main walkway which ties in with those. Come here, you got the battlements, so you can shoot people. Obviously there'll be guards patrolling this, so it all links through, so you can make your way around this when we do the adventure game properly. Yeah, So that's where I am with it. It's underway. So that just leaves me to say a little bit of news about the development. We're currently working on the what we call the what do we call it? The colony manager. Yes. One of the inherent problems with this build and all. Did I just destroy something? I didn't. This build and all previous builds on Minecolony is all the logic of the workers and the huts, etc., were stored in the tile entities. So the hut logic was part of the hut and the worker logic was part of the worker entity himself. And what happened was when your colony was part loaded, and maybe the hut was loaded but the worker wasn't, the hut was trying to find its worker and couldn't, so it would call for a new one, or the worker was trying to find his hut and couldn't, so assumed he wasn't a worker, and things just got a little screwy. So the colony manager will have all the code that handles all this sort of thing part of the code, so it's not reliant on one particular thing being loaded, and we're hoping that's going to run a lot more better, cause a lot less problems with part loaded colonies and that sort of thing. And our new professional coder is currently working on that, so it's not a visual thing, obviously, it's just a bit of code, or a lot of code that runs in the background, so there's not going to be a huge amount of actual visual updates I can show you as that gets done. But once the colony manager is finished and up and running, it's going to speed up development a lot, because all the nitty-gritty stuff will pretty much be done then, and it's just sort of actually making the workers and their AI and or how they actually work their AI, not how the colony handles them, and all the fun bits. So we're hoping that'll be done in a few weeks' time, maybe, and then it could be on to bigger and better stuff. But we've got a progress thread, so you can keep tabs on it on the website and check how we're doing. And also we have taken the decision to update the development version to 1.7.10. So there won't be a 1.7.2 version anymore. It'll come out for 1.7.10, which I don't really see that as a problem, because a lot of other mods are already at 1.7.10. So there's not many that are stuck at 1.7.2 still, because to be honest there's not a huge amount of difference between 1.7.2 and 1.7.10. When we tested our 0.2 version with 0.10, it actually ran fine. There was one or two little bits that needed tweaking, but within a day that was done. So we're at 1.7.10 now, and everything will be for that now. So brilliant, thank you for watching. There'll be another one of these up soon with a bit more of the build going on, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.